Aloha. It was a very nice meeting. We are going to work on 4 critical things. 1, breath work, posture, how to stand, and how to deliver notes. 2, we're going to try and increase your range from middle C past the 4 note and try and get it all the way up to another octave. 3, we're going to try and work on the 3 different types of notes, having it being a very short and detached note, pa, pa, having it being a very long note, and the last one, having a long note, but having trill or a vibrato on it. We're gonna work at the different levels of that vibrato so we could figure out and hear the Doppler effect in action. The longer a wavelength, it's like spinning a cone, like an old Leslie cone that allows you to hear that Doppler effect. That's what we're doing when we get vibrato. We're gonna try all 3 of those with different notes. So for this week, I'm gonna do it simply with 1 note, and I'd love for you to follow those notes. I'm gonna do it 1 time without me singing and 1 time with me singing. Please follow along on your own. You could do this with any order you want. I'm preferably gonna do them with staccato, long note, and then long note with vibrato. In the future, when we're together, I'll just play the chord when we do it. We could do ha, 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 ha. We would move up. Ha, 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 ha. This is working up a scale called a chromatic scale. It means that there are 12 notes in between an octave. You can go perfectly between C and F, and then between C and lower C. Your lowest range note is around a G or an F. What we're gonna work on is you are most definitely a tenor baritone, meaning these 2 notes this scale is wonderful. You're gonna be able to sing so many really cool songs. So what we're gonna do is try to effectively add 3 or 4 notes to your low range, and then add 3 or 4 notes to your upper range so you have a larger range that you could choose from. You're gonna probably sing most of the music in this range. However, it's good to have a couple pieces which do higher notes. You know? And then lastly, 4th thing, we're gonna work on 2 different types of notes. One is called a full voice, and the other one is called a head voice. One works on a term called a falsetto, where you hear the note and you work up to do it, just so you could hit the note and strengthen your relationship with that note. And then lastly, we didn't talk about this, but we're gonna work on hearing intervals. The best way to sing is to work on these 3 different types, working on scales for warming up, picking a song or 2 and going over that and getting good at singing that song, and then doing a little music analyzation to see what register and range we could start moving into. The idea about your head voice and falsetto will work on adding notes to your range, and then the idea of breathing, posture, and then being able to move and play. Clocking hours is where it's at. The more you sing, the better this gets. So sing in the shower, sing in the car, sing at home, sing to your family, sing to your friends. Sing, 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 sing. I'm very excited that you like show tunes, musicals, stuff of that nature. Maybe we could chit chat and find out like 4, 5, 6, 8 songs so I could prep them as well. But yeah, show tunes are fun. So without further ado, here is what you're going to practice. If you need to stop the video in between, that's fine. We're gonna start here at the 5-minute mark. I'm gonna be playing C, I'm gonna be playing D, I'm gonna be playing E, I'm gonna be playing G. Notice how this warm-up isn't the chromatic scale onto which I talked about earlier. This is a correlation between 7 notes. The fifth part of this, after we work on breathwork and falsetto, is to hear intervals. It is very hard to hear. Piano cannot do this, but when you have an instrument that's allowed to play 2 of the same note, it's called a perfect prime. We will try and find notes away from there, practicing. The hardest ones to do are the ones that are not consonants. 1, 3, 5 are the most stable chords in a chord. Hence, that's why these sound good. We will be doing for warm-ups, and we will also be doing those outside of just the major. These are all majors, right? Well, we can also do inside of a key, which is what I want to start us with. C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, B diminished, and C. The reason being is we get very familiar with key signatures because that's what pieces of music are written in. Here we go. Let's go down, and this time I'm not going to sing with you. 1, 2, descending. We're going to try the last thing, which is an arpeggio. This is how you should warm up when you're in the shower or, singing in the car, yada, yada. Or before we meet, 5 minutes before. These are called arpeggios. They help us to sing. Now, rather than doing the chromatic, it's a little hard in the beginning. We're just going to try doing just our diatonic scales. 1, 3, 5, 1, 5, 3, 1. If you wanted to, which is why I asked you if you have any need to know these, the notation. If you don't, no worries. You can also do C, E, G, C, G, E, C. The reason why I like that is it changes the way the tongue works for phrasing. But we could just do it with ra, 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 ra. La, 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 ta, 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 fa, fa, fa. We could choose a bunch of different consonants and vowels so we can strengthen our mouth and our phrasings. We'll go into more about the mouth and how there are 5 different ways that we could use the inside of our mouth, our tongue, and the front of our teeth for different types of sounds, but that's for a later day. So here we go. Again, we're going to be doing these each one 1 3 5 1 3 5 1 1 3 5 1 3 5 1 1 3 5 1 3. I'll play that a little slower. However, we're going to be doing the same staccato. Ha 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 ha. In that nature. All right, I'm going to do the first time with you going up, and then I want you to do them down by yourself descending. Here we go. 1, 2, staccato, long vibrato. They're getting harder. Make sure you just keep trying to hit the high ones, even if you can't reach that note. The idea is to shoot for that high note. It warms up your vocal cords, and it strengthens your ability later to train your muscles in your throat to be able to hit the notes. So those are how we can do staccato notes. We can do long notes, and then we can do notes that have vibrato. Those are by playing triads and the octave note. The intervals that we should definitely know while singing in the beginning are a major third, octave. I hope that would warm you up sufficiently. That's what you should work on for 5, 10, 15 minutes each day. And then we're going to be working on Ave Maria when we see each other next week. Very nice meeting. Till then, aloha.